What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the video and welcome to a day in the life as the Commissioner of San Andreas within DVRP. Now, sometimes with police forces in real life, a lot of the top command, a lot of the top leadership within a department, it has to get a little bit political. That might be to acquire a good amount of funding for officers to get equipment or to get discounts or to get, just certain things, etc. And it shouldn't be political, but sometimes it is. And in this video, I'm going to illustrate to you guys a little bit of different stuff. And in addition to politics, there is some of it that is going to be negotiations for the state when it comes to arrests and fines and all of these different things. So you guys need to get to a little bit of that in today's video. I got a conversation with a lawyer in server, and this guy is an actual lawyer in real life, and I think I'm kind of holding my own. However, let me give a disclaimer, guys. I am still learning. I'm not an expert on the law. I'm not an expert on these concepts. I'm learning from guys like this and guys like Dre, as I said before, and you guys would have heard me give Dre and those guys a lot of respect, a lot of props the last couple of weeks or days or whatever the case may be. This is knowledge that I'm learning. This is stuff that I'm trying to learn to apply to my RP to make it even more authentic for you guys to watch. So hopefully you guys enjoyed today's video. Today I will be live streaming once again, so you can hit that link in the description down below or go to my channel and see the upcoming live stream schedule. It is already up on the channel, so you guys can go ahead and check that out. Join on to the live stream. Let me know what other content you guys want to see, and I'll see you guys there. Hopefully you guys enjoy this video right here, man. Also today, sometime, either I'm gonna be live streaming it or I'm going to be recording it and then making it a video. Is we're gonna have a big motorcade and meeting with the governor. This is so that we could go ahead and address a lot of the stuff that we might find in the city with the understaffing of police and funding for the police departments. And we actually have a government in the city, which is really cool. I just need to get people to come ahead and staff it. So if you want to join the DVRP, link in the description down below. If you want to join any of these roles, I will be showing you guys how to do it going forward. I think this morning, once I get this video out and everything, I'm gonna try to make some guides for people to understand and know a lot more about DVRP and what we offer. And I think it would be an easier way for people to get acclimated to the community once they see these things. But anyways, hopefully you guys enjoy. I'll see you guys in the next one. Good day. I'm wanna call ahead to order myself a car.
You're fine.
Yeah, so I want to get the 1965 Cobra. I'm currently in a meeting, so it'll have to wait until I'm out of the meeting, but then I can come down right after and pick the car up.
All right.
I'll
get that ordered for you.
All right, no problem. Thank you. How much is the price again?
Let me see. $350,000.
Okay, that's fine.
All right.
Appreciate it. All right, so we're gonna meet with the department heads really quickly so that we can formulate a few things. All right. How many active officers do you have?
Well, like right now?
No, in general. On your roster. People that actually get on a patrol.
Probably like 6 in total.
6? That's including you and Adam?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. How many recruits do you have, or people waiting?
So we got 3 interviewed. We just terminated a couple because they couldn't get their ride-alongs done because they were taking extremely long when they were flying in the city doing other stuff.
Okay.
We have, let me just check at the roster real quick. We got like 2 probationaries currently with 3 once they get their interview done. We'll have 3 cadets. Then you just have me, Alex, Adam, Vaughn, Mike, and Denny, maybe sometimes. It just depends, because the last few days is like last 2 weeks they haven't really been active, like some of them. But like beginning of the month they had their hours up, so I don't know.
Okay.
I can't give you really accurate because like half of the month they were, but then this half, it's like General just came back because he was going for a week.
Okay.
Yeah, Vaughn just came back off of LOA, but we have like 4 people on LOA. Yeah.
Okay. So, all right. Anybody waiting? Anybody waiting on training right now?
Well, if those cadets, it'd be those 3 cadets.
Okay. If anything, get behind them and come back to me on what their status is, because then we could probably plan a training session at some point in time, maybe on a Saturday. I don't think it might be feasible on a Sunday, but maybe a Saturday. This dude and this ugly ass fit.
Yeah.
Hater, bro.
Jeez.
How you doing?
Looking good, Cap.
You don't look it
Say the
though.
same for yourself. None of the D1 haters out here.
Appreciate
Anyways.
you, bro. Right on. Thank you. Thank you, Cap.
Anyways, the reason I called y'all here was the whole stuff that's going on with the governor debacle or whatever. I wanted to ask you guys directly. Did you guys say anything about that, her being barred from hiring off-duty officers or anything like that, or did that come from the feds?
She was never barred from using our officers. Like we told her our grievances on why we didn't want her to use them, right?
What was that?
And we frowned upon it really, like heavily. Like she wanted to like go like make an what was it, the businesses she wanted to go do an inspection in person on all the businesses that she had gave us a list of. It was like probably like 7, 8 plus, probably more than that. And this is like probably at the time you heard about the Grove Street shooting.
Yeah, I heard about it.
Like that, like it was like right after that, and we were telling her how she only wanted 2, and I was like, I don't.
Oh, she just wanted one.
Yeah, we was telling her how that's not a good idea. Like at first, like with the Constitution, I didn't want to do it because it's not a good idea for my officers to go out there with the state of the city. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And but after the Constitution got updated, we went in there and had a meeting and told her like we don't want that. The reason why we were saying no was because we don't want to go in there and say the troopers are with her. That one trooper gets fucking killed. Now she's like by herself and she gets killed. And then it'll look bad on us when the city's in this type of danger right now. Like the threats are heavy right now, so we didn't want to do that situation right then and there. Like obviously if she needed like something done for like in our eyes, going in person to do those business checks was not a very important thing to be done in that time and short notice. But like say she needed us for something like serious, I'd be there.
Okay. And then what about you on your side, Maddox?
Same thing. Telling her that, this one trooper can't stop you from the multiple gangs that are in the city. And if they get a whiff at you outside, ain't nothing that this trooper can do to protect you.
Okay.
They wanted to go in civilians and have the guy like dressed down. Like even if he's dressed down, he's only gonna have his sidearm on him, right? So say like 2 people. It only takes 2 threats to be there, And most of these, she didn't even know the gangs that's in the city right now. She was just clueless to that. She was clueless to the gang activity.
Let alone how large the gangs are and how many officers are like, taking a hit by those gangs. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
She didn't know any of that.
So I'm thinking that within the next, we have a meeting on Saturday. Are you guys gonna both be available for 5:30 or 7 o'clock on Saturday?
7 EST.
Yeah.
PM.
Yeah. PM.
Duh.
It's either
I'll
5:30 or
try to
7.
I'll try to be. I'm probably not gonna be here though.
Okay. Would
But
Adam
I
be
could
available?
be VC wise, maybe, but
Would Adam be available?
he should be. I'll try to
Okay.
be here. All right.
Okay. So if you're not gonna be there, at least send Adam or somebody that can represent LSMPD. I'm gonna have the meeting with them and figure out some of the major things that she has and trying to come up with a proper protocol for everything, in addition to getting you guys the budget that you requested, to see how everything is going first. In regards to there's already quite a bit of pushback on her policies and what she's trying to push, and unfortunately it's going to be our jobs to support her, whether she goes down the bad road or a good road or whatever the case may be. It's going to reflect badly on us if something were to happen. So from here, what I do recommend is that you guys start working on staffing up between now and next week. Those people who need to get training done, if you want, we can organize a joint training for all of the departments or whatever the case may be, at some point in time, and we could go over a lot of the core concepts. Y'all will have to do the classroom part. I'm not doing that shit, but
It should be where Friday coming out. It's Friday.
That's
but I don't
tomorrow.
know. Yeah, but
At what time?
And I tried to I think it was like 9:30.
Okay, 9:30
It's just the
p.m.
classroom portion, yeah.
Okay. Well, we can do a in city portion. I don't think Saturday is gonna be good for me. Maybe Saturday after the whole meeting with her. But
Yeah.
if we can go ahead and get that scheduled. But for now, we need to focus on recruiting and staffing up. There's no way that we should have 2 departments with only 6 officers, or 5. Or how much do you have, Matt?
3 active.
Jesus. Okay, that's even worse. All right, so
Yeah, I
Well,
was
we're
just giving you pretty numbers to see, like those. Some of those are just ifs. You know what I mean? Like,
okay, well, we need to make law enforcement fun again, and I'm doing that on the out of city side. However, I'm gonna need you to start doing it on the in city side. We've taken major hits with certain things, and we need to pull it back and do something differently. So again, as I said, I could work with you guys specifically on that kind of stuff. But I don't want to sit here in the high horse and be like, oh, you guys should do this better, do that better. But no, I want to be able to address the major issues and show something different. Okay, so it's gonna take an effort from all of you to be able to get that accomplished. I'm sure you want departments of 25 plus, right?
Yeah.
But right now that's not the promotion within the community. We need to start taking pictures. We need to start doing stuff together. We need to show organization, community, help between officers and different stuff like that. We need to go ahead and start showing that again, and I think people are gonna want to join once that's something that's being shown all the time. But there's too many times where, especially like this time right now, where we don't actually have any officers at all. I was the first and the only one right now in radio. Wait, hold on. Wrong radio. That's probably why. Right. Just me, a federal agent and you, Keys. Shouldn't be the case.
yeah.
Make sense?
I haven't really
So-
been today because I've been busy. But on that note, it's like, I don't know about state, because state has they have a different type of relationship with the government, the governor's office. But like PD is not like, we don't even have problems with her. Our problems was with their chief of staff,
Okay. Well,
and he's been like, been doing some weird stuff lately.
okay.
Yeah, I forgot to send you the memo, because this dude, goddamn me, was a city manager. I thought fell under the mayor, and then we had a meeting. This man became chief of staff right there at the table, and I'm like, damn, that's quick. So
Well-
it just don't seem like it's like, I don't know what's really going on. You know what I'm saying?
She probably understaffed the same way.
Yeah, and he's like he's blowing like for another incident. He's like blowing through red lights just to get information for the governor. You know what I mean?
Oh,
And
well,
then-
we shut down 68.
Ticket him.
Right.
Well,
It
Stuff
wasn't.
like that.
It wasn't my
Norman.
to stop. It was another. It was a
Alexander.
commission. It was under.
Alexander Scott.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to talk to him about that because
But-
he should be catching hella tickets for doing that shit.
But like, yeah, and it's like so at this like at the current point it's like we tried to make it to where we don't even talk to her directly. Like we try to like get information. Like we wanted her to go through the mayor.
Okay.
So there's no discommunication. Like obviously now, like if you're getting information from her, I mean I think that's also good rather than us going through the chief of staff. As long as it's not the chief of staff, I'm fine. Honestly, I don't feel like having another argument like it was in front of my station with him.
Okay. Well, I'd say don't let your personal feelings get involved with professional outlook. If he wants to act like a dick, let him act like a dick by himself. You just keep it professional and you keep it pushing from there. I do want to do the plan. Where do you guys think that we should meet? Should we go to her or have her come to us? If she comes to us, we're gonna have to do a protection detail.
I think it'd be better if we probably went to her because
Okay.
then that means depending on how many staff we have on that day, say like the city's active, very active. I don't want to give them a chance to even, get close. Like I'd rather be there. Wait, where are we meeting her at?
Well, if we're meeting her, it would be at her office. But if it's
At
on
City
fire,
Hall, right?
if it's on fire, that's
Yeah, that's
gonna
what
be
I
an issue.
was about to say. That's what I was about to say. Like, didn't they burn the City Hall?
Yeah, they've been burning it every day, putting
Okay.
us on fire every day.
What about Sandy Station?
We could even do the Sandy City Hall, unless that's been on
Yeah,
fire.
City Hall. Cause it's like, I feel like if they're gonna keep burning down the city, or City Hall, maybe let's let them keep thinking that she's there.
Yeah,
Or that's
we
where
could do that
it's
too.
active, and then we can go over there. I mean, we can meet up at City Hall or somewhere, and then take her with us. All ride down there.
Okay, that could work too. What we could do, try to see if you get as many officers on at that time. Are we agreeing on 5:30 or 7 o'clock? Maybe 7 o'clock might be more realistic on Saturday.
For 5:30, I think it'd be for Adam and me.
So 5:30 is better for both of you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because Adam is in a whole different time zone. So 7 is
Okay.
like fucking 5
Alright.
o'clock in the morning for him.
All right, let's
So-
put it out for 5:30 Eastern. Have them all. We can even start preparing before the 5 o'clock storm. And just get everything in one garage where we need to go, and then go from there. And then we can create a operational plan. Are we agreeing on the Blaine County Sheriff Station? Or I mean, not Sheriff Station, City Hall?
Yep.
Yeah.
Alright. I could go ahead and get that all secured. We'll have them. I'm gonna email the guy privately, the chief of staff privately, and let him know that that's what the case will be, and we will pick them up from the city hall, and we'll drive out there with a secure convoy. So, and I'm gonna keep it very. I'm not gonna put it in RP chat. I'm gonna actually do DM correspondence, or I will go and speak directly to them in person. So let's keep it as top secret as we can. We can brief all the officers on the day. Let's have briefing. Let's have the briefing start around 4 o'clock. It would be a better time. Have the briefing start at 4, or we could brief. Maybe we should brief tomorrow. No, I don't know if I'll be available to get on tomorrow, but we can have a briefing. I can send either of you the plans, and you can directly speak to these persons in city. In person to our officers that will be part of the detail. So I would say you put out the announcement that there's gonna be something going on Saturday. Don't give them a time. Meet with your departments or whoever is there and disseminate certain information. And then see who's gonna be available after the 5 o'clock storm. And once you figure that out, just get back to me with the numbers as quickly as you can.
Okay.
I'll send out the details before the time, and then we can go ahead and do what we need to do. I'm also gonna send an email to DHS and see if they can get involved.
Okay.
Also, I have another question on the commissioner's office, right?
What's up?
So you're recruiting, right?
Yeah, I'm recruiting.
So for the people that come from our departments, right?
Yeah.
Those are gonna be full-time commissioner's office,
Part-time basis.
only part-time?
Yeah.
Okay. I was just wondering because
It's
I
only
didn't know how
full-time
this
if
was gonna
it's-
work.
It's only full-time if it's a special commendation or a special person that might not necessarily be fit for your departments, but might thrive especially in commissioner's office, if you get what I mean.
Okay. Yeah, understandable.
Yeah. So any other questions, comments, concerns? So let's do 5 o'clock or 5. Yeah, let's do 4 p.m. briefing, 5:30 meeting time, and then I'm gonna give out the information on the briefing at the briefing time at 4, and then we go from there.
All right.
Okay.
All right. Any other questions? Any other issues that you guys might have?
Nope.
Let's work on getting the recruitment done in the next couple of weeks, the next 2 weeks or so we get some more people in. We gotta push it to people. So even if we make announcements or different things like that, let's go ahead and get that all situated and then go through training, everything. We gotta keep these people, so start growing like a sense of camaraderie between them, etc. Sometimes we might just us sitting in the VC in our departments, people want to join in. So let's try that for a little bit.
Okay. We can do that.
All right. I guess we should be good to go from here. I'm gonna go catch some speeders
All right.
and criminals. What's up? You telling me? You telling him? Oh,
No. I'm for the.
that's insane. I didn't know that they were this little in terms of people. Let's go buy that car. Try to call here.
Vice Auto Dealer, how can I help you?
Hello, I'm right outside of your garage door. Can you open up for me?
Yeah.
Oh, there you go. Hello.
Hello there.
What's up, man?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing pretty good.
That's good.
Been eyeing that Cobra you said you got.
All right. Looks like you're law enforcement, right?
Yeah.
Lucky for you, over here we give a little discount to our partners over in law enforcement.
Well, I appreciate that.
So let me just calculate what your price would be after your discount.
Say it again.
I said, just let me calculate what it'll be after your discount.
Okay.
All right, so after your discount, it's gonna be 315,000 instead of 350.
All right, sounds good. Appreciate it.
So let me go set that price for you, and then I'll sell it to you.
All right. I technically do have the money to get some of these other vehicles, but it's just not logical for a law enforcement officer to have one of these. You get what I mean?
And you are Danny Blackstone?
Yep.
Alright, what color do you want that in?
You could put it in white.
Alright.
Just do white.
You want to pay in full or you want to finance?
Painful.
Alright. There you go.
DVS.
But when I got a huge fire here at 71. Do we have fire?
on that.
I got a fire right outside of the.
Yeah. I need to go get my gun back. See? I don't know which way that guy's heading to. Yeah, you better stop at that red light. Damn, 67 and a 30. You make it too easy, sir. 100, 10, 11, 8, 198, black, white in color, BMW, M8. Place gonna be 1 Zulu Ida 292 Romeo Bravo. Y'all make it way too easy, bruh.
Oh, boy, you can show me the road.
All right, good day, sir. Can you roll it down for me?
I think it is rolled down.
Oh, there's no way.
There's no way.
There's no way you let me catch you like that.
Catch you like that.
All right, sir. License registration permission.
Sure, hold on a second. Do you see that or?
No. Yeah, I do actually see it.
I do actually see it.
All right, hold on a second.
All right, Mr. Hendricks. Reason, Commissioner Blackstone. Reason for the stop. Clocked you doing 67 in a 30-mile-per-hour zone, sir.
Oh, really? Damn. I'm not even
Yep.
gonna lie. I didn't think I was going that fast because I was looking for the trucking business.
You mean the truck dealership?
Yeah, because I was trying to get a trailer, so I didn't know like which way and everything. So, yeah.
Pulled off on that light, a little toasty, sir.
I'm not gonna lie. I didn't even realize. If you're telling me that, I believe you, Commish. But I didn't even realize I was doing that.
Yeah.
Give me a second. Let me give you my paperwork.
I've actually been behind you for like 2 blocks now.
Oh, really? See, I don't even be looking like that. Hold on a second. Did you get that?
Yeah, I got that.
Yeah, I got that.
All right, hold on.
Valid until November 24th.
Yeah. You should have that one also.
All right, I got it. All right, give me a
Okay.
second.
Give me a second.
Yeah, no problem.
There's no way I caught him. There's no way. That's who I catch? There's no way that's who I catch. Oh boy. I just caught the Chief Justice, Mr. Giovanni Hendricks. Be married. I'm gonna let him off with a warning. All right, Mr. Hendricks. Today you'll be issued a written warning. This is not gonna count as any points on your record. However, there is a report that will be filed and attached to your, I guess, public record for law. Well, when I say public record, I mean within law enforcement agencies.
Okay,
And just
not a
to prove
problem. I appreciate
give you
that.
a written warning here today for your speech.
Okay, not a problem. I appreciate it.
You don't have to sign anything. Here's your copy if you want to. And at this time, once I turn my lights off, you're free to go, sir.
All right, not a problem. While I have you here, I know you're busy working. Is there maybe tomorrow or the weekend we can talk from where we were trying to meet from yesterday
Yeah. Are you busy now?
about the Oxalon case.
Are you busy now?
Are you busy now?
Or is it gonna take a while?
It's gonna take a while.
No, it's not going to take long. I mean, I can meet with you now. Like I said, I was just coming to see if there was a trailer around here or something like that to buy. So
Yeah, we can meet now if you want to.
Okay.
It's a slow night right now. I know by me saying that it might get busy.
You just said the wrong tone. You said the
Yeah.
wrong phrase. You should have
So-
waited till end of tour.
Yeah, but we could go ahead and meet now.
All right. You want me to meet you at your headquarters again?
Yeah.
All right. Okay.
Probably
I'll make
safer.
my
Or,
way towards that.
or
one.
if you want, we could go down to MRPD down the street.
Yeah, that's fine since it's right down the block anyway.
All right, let's do that. then.
All right. Sounds good. Thank you.
All right, no problem. All right. All right. Wanted to traffic stop code 4. You can show you back tonight. Probably 10-6, approximately 10 mics. Let's grab this one. Let's go ahead and Alright, let's go ahead and talk about this case real quick. Then we'll go from there. Alrighty. Alright, Mr. Hendricks, you could follow me to the office.
All right, no problem. I think there's a police radio on the phone on the floor or something.
It's like a scanner.
Oh, okay.
Out of city-wise, we'll have to deal with that way.
All right.
All right, that scanner's causing me issues. Let's go over here. Oh, looks like I can't open this door. Give me a sec.
No problem.
Closest. Damn, they really barred me from in here. That's better. Alrighty. They won't mind me using this office.
All right. So again, thanks for meeting with me to talk about the Oxalon case. Like I said, I thought this would be more convenient rather than going through emails, and sometimes things get lost in translation, etc. So just to kind of iron out. So my client doesn't have any intention on doing anything other than what's in the agreement about looking to settle. We're still working on the criminal case. The reason that I wouldn't say concern, but my inquiry was why the criminal case should go forward. We're not contesting, at least at this juncture, about any probable cause or the underlying, in the civil case, or the underlying reasons that he was arrested. That's a different factor for the criminal case. That factor, we would have to prove that you had probable cause, he committed these offenses, it was him, etc. That's not what we're doing with the civil case. So whether or not he would either plead guilty, get convicted, wouldn't necessarily have any effect on the civil case. The only effect anything would have on the civil case is the amount of force that was used, because that's what's at contention for the civil case. Unreasonable force. That's what I had indicated to you when we first met. I believe at the at your original office when my client was there. So the allegation is not that this was an unlawful arrest. That's different. Now, if you came back and we are suing you for unlawful arrest, and you're saying, well, it was lawful, I can see your position, because if this was an unlawful arrest and the criminal case, he loses on that where he's found guilty, then obviously that negates your civil claim or my civil claim for unlawful arrest. But that's not what we're doing here. That's not what we're alleging. What he's alleging is excessive use of force. So even if whether or not he gets convicted or is found innocent on the criminal case, that will have zero bearing on the civil case itself as to our causes of action. So I just wanted to kind of clear that, as you know, I understand your concern is that if he's found guilty or not guilty on a criminal case, how that may impact the civil case. It's not. And this is me being fair to both sides. It is not, because there are two causes and different causes of action happening in the criminal area and then in the civil area. We're not going after you for unlawful arrest, unlawful detainment. That's not what we're alleging. It's alleging excessive use of force. And I believe that's what I had initiated when we had the conversation, where you indicated he was struck with the vehicle, or he wasn't run over, but he was struck because he was running away after having committed these offenses. And according to you, he put numerous lives in danger. So therefore, that's why that was used to stop him. But we're not challenging that. We're not challenging unlawful arrest. So that's why I just wanted to kind of be clear and kind of iron that out. Now, whether or not you elect to move forward with the civil settlement before the criminal case is disposed of is totally up to you. But I'm just telling you, and again, you can go back to your legal advisors, etc. There are two different causes of action happening in the criminal element as well as in the civil element. We're not challenging or alleging unlawful arrest, unlawful detainment, Fourth Amendment violations, etc. That's not what we're doing with the civil case. So that's why I just wanted to iron that out.
Yeah, we understand that fact. We understand that you are not challenging the validity of the arrest otherwise.
Okay.
But we believe that that, as stated within, you would have seen within the reports and everything, that his actions constituted a level of force that would have prevented further harm to himself or the public. And
I see.
In addition to all of that, we did all of our civil duty, or our duty to him, to also get him treated for his injuries immediately as the situation happened. Now, we decided to settle the case, or settle the lawsuit, based off of the fact that we have good faith with him and with you. And as a police department, that we are here to do our jobs as efficiently and as effectively as possible. And sometimes that can end up being, some people end up getting hurt, and having to take somebody, I've been in this job for a long time, having to take somebody into custody that does not want to be taken into custody. Sometimes the tools that we have don't work, and sometimes people end up getting hurt in a case like that. We still believe that we hold no liability for excessive use of force, etc. But as I said, it was a good faith move for us to have the lawsuit, for us to settle the lawsuit. However, again, we believe that his actions caused the use of the force that we put upon him to safely not only take him into custody before he could damage himself and other people, but the how to put this, the usually when law enforcement officers take too long to put somebody in handcuffs, it usually goes bad for that person and the law enforcement officer. We were looking out for not only his well-being, the well-being of the officers and the citizens that may have been around him, and he could have caused injury to such persons. There were persons on the sidewalk when he crashed his vehicle on that day.
Yeah.
Those are all factors that we as law enforcement officers need to take into account once we are pursuing somebody, because it's a dangerous game. So I would like for the criminal case to be wrapped up before we make any final decisions on the lawsuit, as I said, because his actions in that criminal case directly correlate to the level of force that was used against him on that day. So
Okay. So let me ask this. Let's say he's found guilty on the criminal case. So then where does that leave us with the civil case?
I believe at that point in time, that would be up to the judicial system. I will trust the judicial system to make a right judgment on that. But our legal team will also give you a further direction. But as of currently, we are in agreement with the lawsuit terms. However, the judicial system should be trusted and be the way we go with that.
So I guess my if I try to understand, you're saying, because the settlement agreement is essentially that both sides are not going to go to court and that they're going to settle out of court.
Correct.
But you're saying if Mr. Oxlong is found guilty, then you're negating or not going forward with the civil settlement. Is that my understanding?
If Mr. Oxlong is found guilty, we are not at fault for his injuries on that day, because we had to do what we needed to do
So that's essentially what it is then. So
Yeah.
essentially then there would be no settlement agreement.
I believe that we would be able to either renegotiate or decide what would happen on that after that has been resolved in a sense, because as I said, our use of force or our ability to apprehend Mr. Oxlong was directly based off of his actions and what he did on that particular day, as seen in the body cam and as reported in my report.
So the settlement isn't going into liability. It's not saying one person or one side is liable or justified. It's just saying we've agreed that we're not going to go to court. It's not putting fault on anybody, which is ultimately what the settlement agreement says. It never admits to fault or liability, neither on you nor on the plaintiff. Because
I understand that. However, you're alleging excessive use of force. If we are not at fault of any excessive use of force, why would we be agreeing to not go to court when there was no fault on our section at all?
Right. So that's why when we spoke the first time, I was getting that clear as to why we didn't settle. Because you did not feel that you did anything wrong, which is why I then filed the lawsuit. But at
that point in time, I did not have a viable legal team to properly advise or do any of this stuff. This is for me, kind of new grounds in a sense. So in this particular situation, I am still also navigating this under the advisement of other legal professionals that are out of state currently.
Okay.
So right now, I believe that, or we believe, the Commissioner's office believe that Mr. Oxlong's actions directly relate to what you alleged in the lawsuit, and if he's found guilty on his charges, there's no grounds for your lawsuit.
Okay. So then your position then essentially is that we're not settling. And then we take it to trial.
I believe we should renegotiate the deal once that criminal case is over. Give me a second, bro. I'm in RP right now.
Okay, so I'll talk to Mr. Oxlong. But I think based on, and I don't know what he's going to do. I'm going to advise him one way or another to see what his position is. But his position may ultimately be, well, if we're not going to settle out of court, we might as well just take it to trial. And that's a decision that he's going to have to make as to what he wants to do. Because, I mean, I know he has a criminal case and the civil case. And both of those are currently pending because it's been filed. But I think I would have to speak to him and see what he wants to do. But I would think his position is ultimately going to be that he'd rather just take it to trial.
Okay.
Yeah, and take it from there.
Okay. If he wants to do that, then that is your client's choice. However, we've stated our position, and currently that's where we're at.
Okay. All right.
And I'm not opposed to renegotiating or having any other further talks, but right now that's the position we've at, and you and your client could have your discussion.
Okay. All right. I'm happy that this all got cleared up and clarified on both of our parts, so that this way there's no misunderstanding through messages and emails and stuff like that we're able to iron it out. As I said, I know in our discussions out of city as well as in city that you're getting familiar with it, and you do have a legal team that you're consulting with. So I'm not opposed to going back to Mr. Oxlong and speaking to him and kind of letting him know that there was an initial understanding and then a slight miscommunication or misunderstanding, and then essentially now there isn't going to wind up being a settlement on the civil case, despite what happens with the criminal case. So I'll advise him of what his options are, what his remedies are, pros and cons, and then let him make the decision as to what he wants to do in both cases. And then I'll give you a courtesy call and discussion, and we'll figure out scheduling, if anything, or how we're going to work things out going forward.
Okay, sounds good.
All right. Yeah, I don't think there's anything else. I'm trying to think of any other matters that are pending or anything like that.
I don't think so. We got a pretty good track record.
No. We both got a good track record. We both do for various things.
Which is why this is very difficult.
But you know what? And this is what learning is for both sides. Complexity brings about seeking knowledge and then gaining that knowledge and then executing it once you have it, and then figuring out sometimes from mistakes, and then just building from there. That's all it is for both sides. So all right, Commissioner, I appreciate you. I'm gonna give a call to Mr. Oxlong, speak with him, see what he wants to do next, and then I'll shoot you an email so that you can be aware as well, and then we can just figure out logistics as to both cases at a later point in time.
Okay, sounds good. Let me close that person's office before they get mad at me.
Whose office is that?
I'm not sure which one it is now. I think it's gonna be Captain Keys.
Captain Keys. I thought there was another sheriff, another.
No,
King.
there's no sheriff right now.
Oh, okay. All right.
I guess eventually that was gonna be elected.
Oh, got you. Okay.
But we'll see.
All right, cool. Yeah, election season's coming up, so that's gonna be a move.
All right. Well, have a good rest of your day.
All right, Commissioner. By the way, bro, I was gonna say, bro, you was incognito, bro. No, I didn't see you nowhere at all, bro. So wherever you was at, good shit, bro.
Well, to be fair, you see Power Street on top of that level.
Yeah.
So you were stopped over there by the construction site. I was up
Yeah.
there by Power Street.
Power Street.
You actually hit a speed camera.
a speed camera.
That's what drew me to the
Yeah.
area.
I noticed it. I was like, fuck.
Yeah.
But I
and
was
then-
lost, so I was like, oh, I didn't see it. So.
And then you stopped at this light right here while I was an intersection down. So then I waited. And once you came over the hill, I waited again, and then you pulled off kind of hard.
Yeah, incognito, bro. Whatever it is that you found, or however you found it, bro. Incognito. Keep doing this shit, bro.
I think we be making these cases against these people.
Exactly, bro.
You gotta be.
You be ducked out ninja style type shit, bro.
Yeah, it's police tactics, man. They don't get
I
it.
get that. I get that. I fuck with it. All right. Listen, if I can also be of any assistance to you, because I know you got an academy and things like that, I can talk to you guys about, some like legal stuff. Again, I know you got a legal team, but if I can, talk to them about pros, cons, things like that within the law, just so that they can better themselves, just let me know, and then I can set that up.
We could
do something for you.
We could go ahead and get some set up, because right now we're in a lot of deliberation with the governor's office, because they've made a few steps that might put us in a bad position. And I'm sure you probably have been contacted. So just know it was the governor's office, not any of us.
My man doing this.
That definitely wasn't us. We were just following instructions at that point. But yeah, we had to do what we had to do.
All right, it's all good. I mean, listen, like I said, I haven't really gotten anything yet, so we'll take it for as whatever comes along. But I think you've made it clear that your office or law enforcement were not primary in this one.
Well, okay. I'll give you a few facts before the case, because we already know it's gonna turn on to being something. We got an executive order via postal and email, and we acted on the information that was in the executive order, and I did advise, and there is a bunch of paperwork regarding what happened on that day. So. We are in all compliance in terms of providing that information once it's requested, and all kinds of stuff like that, including the emails that I sent with recommendations to the governor's office as well. We personally, we were ordered to arrest one of the individuals, which we did not do. And because that wasn't in accordance with the law, I believe it probably would have broken their, I think, 25th Amendment. I think that's what it was. I don't remember. But yeah, so you have your time with it.
Oh, okay.
My office, San Andreas, State Patrol, and LSMPD have no liability in that. That's all governor's office. I'm gonna protect my guys early. Just letting you know.
I appreciate the heads up with that, and at least I mean, from what it sounds like, it just sounds like you guys were just following directives. However it came. Say it again.
Hands tied behind their backs, basically.
Yeah. So I get it. I get it. So, I mean, we'll see how things play out. But I think you've made it clear to me that no law enforcement, whether or not they were present or not, from your side were involved, especially if you're following an order or directive from a state official. So, yeah, I completely understand that. Okay.
So, we'll see what happens with the case. We'll be following it. Closely, but as I said, all of our reports are filed, and they'll paint a picture as well.
Okay, all right. Well, Commish, appreciate your time, sir. I know you got other stuff that you got to go handle, but thanks for ironing a lot of things out tonight. All right.